Hello everyone, welcome back to Rebels TV. This is your latest Match China transfer news. We normally don't do videos in quick succession like this, like 3 or 4 days. But Yash was available today, so I just thought, why not? I'm not going to school tomorrow as well because I'm a bit sick. So yeah, it's like a good opportunity there. So yeah, so latest news involves the Qatar sale about Ben Jacobs said some stuff about the sale. Hoyland announcement delayed. Safian Amrabat is moving closer to joining Manchester United. There's some news regarding sales as well. So just I don't know, really, but just say something.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it looks like we wrapped up the Hoyland deal.
Yeah,
Um, and I don't know if they didn't announce him yet, right? So we have to wait for that.
planning to. From what I've heard, it's probably going to be announced on Saturday.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, in a few days. So yeah, we definitely have that locked up. Now I guess we're just gonna go for Amrabat. That's gonna be. I think we basically have that. I mean, I'm confident we're gonna get that done. I saw what Fabrizio said
Yeah,
yesterday about Amrabat. He says the player wants Man United.
yeah,
He's been wanted United since like June. So yeah, I think we're definitely gonna get him, and I like the price that we're getting him for too. They said like 30 million,
yeah.
maybe.
25 to 30.
Oh, okay, yeah. So that's a good price. I saw him in the. He's a class player. Like I saw him in the World Cup too. That's what
Yeah,
made me.
and he,
You know.
yeah, and in the Conference League final, he went head to head with Rice as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So he's. I'm happy because we literally went from back in the day like 2 years ago, we were watching Freddie McTominay in the midfield. Now we could be watching Casemiro and Amrabat. That's gonna be a way better upgrade. This is what we
Yeah,
wanted like
I
years
think
ago.
Amrabat. I think people think that his biggest strength is like defensive stuff, like like getting into tackles, interceptions, stuff like that. And he is very good at that. But one of his main strengths actually is his ability to pass the ball forward. I think if we talk about progressive carries and progressive passes, I believe he was top five in Serie A last season. So he's not only a player who will help us out offensively against like he will help Casemiro out defensively, but it'll also be involved with our in the final third.
Yeah. So I have a question. So what do you think our like? I think we have good midfield depth now. I'd say.
Yeah.
But what do you think our midfield's gonna look like? I don't know if we're gonna go with the Amrabat and Casemiro there with Bruno up, or are we gonna go
Mhm.
with like a Casemiro Mount Bruno? I don't
I
know. It
think,
depends on the game, I guess. But yeah.
yeah, I think what would happen is I think Mount would be the starter because it's more expensive. Like if we get him for 30 million, Mount would be like what's like twice that price. So Mount has to start. But I would say against the bigger teams like City, Arsenal, Spurs, maybe not Spurs, but Newcastle, we'll have to play Amrabat because if we play Mount in the midfield, we could get overrun. And this is something that Arsenal have done as well. They went and got Kai Havertz, and now they play Havertz and Odegaard as I think Havertz maybe as a 10 and Odegaard as an 8, but against the bigger teams that play Rice and Partey and in midfield. So we're doing something similar to that, which I like because it gives us a lot of cover and it gives us preparation against all types of teams.
Yeah, I agree. I was thinking the same thing. Like, yeah, definitely against like the lower teams. I guess. I mean, we've seen this in the past, but like have that box to box like type player. Like,
Yeah,
um, that would be Mount, I guess, in this case. And then, yeah, I
mm.
really like that Castamere and Amrabat pairing though. That's just sounds so good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it does. And don't forget as well, like in FA Cup games and Carabao Cup games as well, we can play Amrabat as a CDM and then maybe play Ericsson or something in the
Yeah, Ericsson. Yeah, I totally forgot about Ericsson. That's
yeah,
a good problem to have though, because
yeah.
that's that depth that just shows the depth we have. We have two class like defending midfielders with players that can go forward and defend. And we have Bruno. Bruno can is also very versatile. So yeah, I
Yeah.
really like
I mean,
uh
yeah, I remember like last season at times when Casemiro was suspended, Bruno would play as an 8 and he was like as a 6 and he was fantastic.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think he like earlier in his career he definitely played as a 6 or something. So he's experienced all over. Same with Mount and Ericsson. I feel like they can play as an 8, but they can also play possibly as a 10. But their best positions are probably like an 8, 10. Yeah, but
Yeah.
yeah, like a few years ago, our midfield was not looking good. But now I'm really happy that they emphasized the midfield now, and it's a lot of depth. But I don't know Fred. I guess they're gonna sell Fred.
Yeah. It's been rumored that we're going to sign him to Galatasaray. The price was rumored to be around 13 million. However, today Fabrizio Romano has said that Fred to Galatasaray deal is currently off, and I think that's a good news. I think that's a good thing because I think Premier League clubs and Saudi clubs would want Fred and will get much more money from them.
Yeah, I think like I saw Fulham was in like the hunt or something.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that'd be a good move for Fulham if they could get Fred. Fred's a quality player. When you use him
I think he
correctly.
is.
I mean, you see for Brazil, like he's actually a decent player.
He is a good player. I think if he was younger, I would definitely keep him. But he's 31, and he has been inconsistent at times. So I think Ten Hag just wants to move him on before he starts to decline. And while his market value is decent, and if we bring Amrabat in, then that's automatically Fred's replacement.
Right. Yeah. I don't think he's a United player anymore. I mean, he's definitely declining. So yeah, I agree. I don't think him and McTominay aren't really United players. I feel like they're definitely like lower, like table players. As for McTominay, yeah, I don't think they're gonna sell him. It doesn't look like they will, but
Yeah, but I really, to be honest, I honestly, this might sound like a big statement. I honestly want McTominay to go more than Maguire because Maguire, if he stayed, he wouldn't get that much game time. Like I don't think he would play more than 10 games probably this season because he'll be fourth choice. And if we don't have any like massive injury issues, I think we could use him. But even if we have injury issues, we can use Shaw as our fourth choice center back. But with McTominay, I just think we're gonna have to use him at some point because midfielders get tired very easily because they have to run up and down and stuff, and the drop off is just so massive from Amrabat. Like it would be so massive with Amrabat, Casemiro to McTominay.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I don't think it makes sense to have him. Yeah, but yeah, I think yeah, same goes for. I feel like Maguire and McTominay they could definitely shine at like the mid-table to lower
Yeah,
table clubs. I
I
think they
mean,
could
I mean,
actually. We saw that with Lingard. Lingard looked really good with
yeah,
West Ham that one year.
yeah, but I have no idea what happened to him at Forest. I have no idea what happened to him,
Yeah, I
but
don't know. Yeah, I feel like for Lingard, the best for Lingard would have been out after that West Ham half season. Just they should have just sold him there.
yeah, exactly. And we've done this so many times. We've letting players go on a free. I remember with Sergio Romero, who was someone who was a fantastic servant to the club. Everton offered 5 million for him as their backup keeper, I believe. We rejected it for some reason. I literally have no idea why, because he never played a single minute again, and his wife was literally mad at the football club because of his treatment of him.
Exactly. It's yeah, our management of selling players is definitely bad because I mean, yeah, I mean he was balling out at West Ham and this stupid management was like, oh, he's balling out at West Ham. Maybe he can come back and do something like that. But there's no shot that was gonna happen with the players we already have here. So
I mean,
it's
exactly.
ruining players' careers. I don't like it. And it's still kind of the same. Like we're not really selling the deadwood that we need to be selling. Like we didn't
But I
even
also,
sell Phil Jones. Is he even still I don't even know what's going on with that
he's
guy.
gone, he's gone, he's gone.
Oh,
His
he's
contract
gone.
expired.
Yeah, it took long enough. I'm not gonna lie to get him.
Yeah, and a huge thing as well, which what's his name? We're just talking about him. Wait, I think wait, who were we just talking about before Jones?
Lingard.
Oh yeah, sorry, Lingard. Yeah, I think that's also Ollie's fault as well because I never really felt that Ollie was, really forcing him to go. I think he was just like, if you want, you can stay. If you want to go, you can go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't
Um,
know.
yeah, and also, I mean, who do you think? Because I think Fred's going. So, but if you bring Amrabat in, you've got Amrabat, Casemiro, Mount, Ericsson, Bruno. That's five. You only need really one more, and plus it's Minu, so you really only need one more. So, who would you sell between McTominay and Donny?
Oh, between McTominay and Donny,
Yeah,
that's a hard one. If I could only sell one, I don't know. I mean, am I thinking about the player's future? Or am I thinking about the club here?
I mean
I
the
guess
club obviously.
the club. Okay, okay. Yeah. I'd probably sell McTominay, bro. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's a
same.
hard one.
Like honestly, same. Because like a lot of people have said that Van der Beek, his physicality isn't good enough for the Premier League. Well, I would say Ericsson isn't really physical at all, but he's still a bench player for us. I would say Van der Beek is more the physical than Ericsson, and I just think physicality is overrated. Like yes, it helps, but McTominay last season against City when we lost 6-3, his physicality did not help at all. So I just think physicality is really overrated. I
Yeah,
think
I
I
agree.
just I mean, and like with his, I think his best attributes are his shooting and his ability to drive the ball forward. But the thing is, we can't play him as an advanced midfielder because we have too many of them. as a defensive midfielder, we just can't. He gets skinned so easily. His tackling is abysmal, and whenever he does go in for a tackle, it usually ends with a yellow card. And as a box-to-box midfielder, offensively he could do it, but defensively he just can't. So I've lost my patience with McTominay. The last time he had a good game, I think it was Southampton when we beat them 1-0 at the St Mary's. That was like right before we played City, and I mean, like it's just like we've given McTominay so many chances, but Van de Beek, we don't know what he can do. We really don't.
Yeah, I think we never played Van der Beek, but I think with McTominay it's I don't know what this is because I really don't even know what his real position is. Watching over the last few years, I have no idea because I've seen him play CDM under Ollie. He can't defend. I've seen him play box to box under Ollie. He's really good at shooting the ball. He's a decent like offensive player. I mean, I remember that one year he scored like 2 goals against Leeds or something.
Yeah,
But
six
then
to it.
yeah, I remember that game. But like other than that, I mean, even as a box to box midfielder, you need to be good at passing the ball, driving the ball, stuff like that. And he's not even good at that. So I really don't even know what what position this guy is on the field. I can't come to a conclusion on that. So I just think I'd get rid of him. It's just you can't have a player at that like that at Manchester United. I think, and at this point, I've seen enough. I've honestly seen enough.
Yeah.
And yeah, like you
And
said, I think Donny deserves a chance. I mean, yeah, I feel bad because like Ollie didn't want him and stuff, and then they just didn't play him. But I thought he'd
and
get more time under Ten Hag. But I
yeah,
guess
I thought it as well. I mean, it took him a few weeks to get match fit, and then he finally played, I think, against Bournemouth in January, and then he got that horrifying injury. It's just been like, it's just not worked out right now. But I would still say Van de Beek still suits Ten Hag's system much better than McTominay does. His one-touch passing, his ability to drive the ball forward. I would say defensively, he's not fantastic, but he is better than McTominay. So I just think, I think like apparently Romano said that he is close to joining Real Sociedad. If he does join them, then all the best to him, of course. I understand why we're selling him, but it's just selling Van de Beek and saying McTominay on the bench. It just doesn't feel right.
yeah, that's not right. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy if he gets a move to Sociedad because he deserves playing time. We got him 3 years ago, I think 2020. I remember.
Yeah,
And he's barely played. He's only played like I don't know if he played. Yeah, I don't know how many games he's played, but it's time. Yeah, he's still a young player, so he has so much potential. I'd say still.
yeah, so yeah, moving on to the because I think we've covered the midfield there. Moving on to the centre back situation, I am worried now because Kim Min Jae has gone to Bayern, Sassi has gone to Chelsea, and it looks like Rodibo could be heading to Juventus. And those were Ten Hag's top three centre back options gone. So I really think Maguire could stay now. I think Ten Hag would like Maguire to go, but I just think that it's the centre back market right now. We just may not find someone who's good enough for United.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm actually kind of worried about this because easily Varane or Martinez could go down with the injury, and then boom, we got to put in. I mean, I know we have Lindelof, you have Shaw even that can play there, but yeah, I feel like I'm done with Maguire. I'm not gonna lie. So I hope he can find an alternative. I don't know if they're looking at anybody right now, but um, that needs to be we need to probably get someone in for sure. Yeah, this has always been a problem trying to get a center back in. Like every summer, we're trying to get one.
Yeah, exactly. Because like it's just very frustrating with Maguire because I remember when Maguire was like not playing well for United, everyone was like, go get rid of Lindelof and then get a good centre back in and he'll be better. And we brought in Varane and I think he got worse somehow. He got
Yeah,
worse. And Lindelof has proven that as United fans we owe an apology to Lindelof because all the time like for the whole like period of Ollie era we thought Lindelof was the problem, but sorry, we thought Maguire was the problem. We thought Lindelof was the problem, but it was actually Maguire.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think Lindelof has shown he's class because pair him next to the right person, he's good. But yeah, I always thought back in 2020, I was like, oh, Maguire's a decent player. We just need a center back with more pace next to him. That's what we were all saying. I remember. But then, yeah, I mean, he's just showing. I mean, you get Varane and Martinez in. I mean, yeah, it's
I,
just showing. We
I mean, even with Lisandro, who's like, in my opinion, one of the best centre backs in the league, even with him, we ended up losing 4-0 to Brentford with Maguire on
yeah,
the other side.
exactly. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, I think other news. Okay, this is a bit of a controversial topic, but I think we have to talk about it, and a decision will be made on this very soon with the Mason Greenwood situation. So I think there will be there's three possibilities here. Either he'll stay at United and fight his place in the first team. Um, Hi guys. Anyway, Francis from Uganda just joined the group. Well, welcome to the stream. And yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, sorry. Okay, what was I saying?
Oh yeah, about Greenwood.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, Greenwood. Yeah. So there's three possibilities here. Either he stays and fights for his place, or he goes on loan to a club like in Serie A or something because there's interest for him there, or we just get rid of him. I think the third option is probably the most unlikely. So it's between the first two options. So what do you think?
Wait, what were the options again? Was he's gonna leave, go on loan
Uh,
and what?
yeah, either he stays or goes on loan.
Oh, okay, okay. I want, if I were the club, I would put him on loan. I don't think it makes sense to keep him in the team right now. I mean, we have, I think we have pretty good depth right now, and I don't know. As a young player, who's just coming back, he hasn't played in like a year and a half. You need to get him off, right? You need to get him like in shape and everything. So I would loan him, get him that experience back, because he hasn't played pro in a year and a half. So yeah, definitely get him that experience. I don't know where they're gonna loan him, but get him. He just needs football, so get him
Probably
back.
Italy.
Oh, you said what?
Probably Italy.
Italy. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I think Italy's a great setting for him. And potentially, I don't know if they'll eventually sell him there or what, but we can see what he does, and if we
Yeah.
want, we can bring him back.
Um. Sorry. Sorry.
Uh,
Yeah. And with Greenwood as well. you know, I just think and United have said that they will ask Greenwood and his partner Harriet Robson to do an interview after after he comes back and goes out on loan or something like that. And well, I just think that'll be very good, and I think it would be a bit like Dele Alli's interview of like in the sense that it would probably just like clear a lot of things up. Because with Dele Alli, we just thought like, what the hell has happened to this kid? And then after the interview, we were like, okay, it makes sense now. So I feel like that could be the same situation with this interview. If they do it, it'll just give a
yeah,
lot of clarity.
I think a lot of these athletes are going through that similar stuff that Dele Alli went through. Some like similar
Yeah.
type of stuff. So
I mean,
yeah,
I mean, it's not
yeah,
completely, it's not completely related to United, but I just think it's stupid to be honest nowadays. I mean, it's a bit of a funny example, but look at Justin Bieber, man. I mean, he was a millionaire at age 20, and it destroyed him. And but like nowadays, you see so many people like Justin Bieber who at 18, 19 are getting contracts worth over 100K a week. It's just so dangerous, and like you see people people like players like Dele Alli just have people around them who just praise them and make them think they're the best in the world, and it just makes them overconfident. It can really affect them mentally. I just really think we should take care of modern youngsters more and just be reasonable with the wages.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Uh,
Um, may I know the rumors of Sofia joining United, decent possibility of Fred Maguire plus the team leaving? Oh yeah, I forgot about Henderson. So if I'm not sure about the Dean Henderson situation, originally we're planning to sell him, but now Forest want him back on loan, and if they want him back on loan, I'll just tell them to piss off, because loaning someone again just doesn't make sense, and other clubs would want Dean Henderson, and yeah,
yeah. He's still on the
they,
wage bill too with that loan and stuff. So, bro, just get
and
him out. He's not
it's
gonna.
just
I
so
don't think he's gonna have a future.
yeah,
And we just got
and it's just
Onana.
yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. We just got Onana. So I mean,
Yeah,
there's really no use for Henderson anymore. But yeah.
yeah,
We need to sell him for sure. Yeah. I don't want to loan him again. We need to sell him. We've
just
loaned him at least like 3-4 times at this point. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while.
yeah, yeah, like it's just stupid, and also rumors of Sofia joining United. Yeah, I think we've had a verbal proposal rejected by Fiorentina. I think once we sell Fred and one of McTominay, Van der Beek, probably Van der Beek, the deal will go through quickly, because then we'll raise some funds for our deal. And Maguire, I have no idea. Which Maguire, he West Ham made a bid for him for 20 million, but he doesn't want to go to West Ham. he thinks he can do better than that. But I mean, they're in the Europa League, and I honestly think he can do better than that.
Yeah. Fabrizio tweeted Manchester United are still in talks for Van de Beek. And then yeah, Fred is gonna 100% leave United. And then yeah, so they have to sell Fred and Van de Beek to get Amrabat.
Yeah, because Donny will be around 20, Fred will be around 15, so 35 million should be comfortably enough to get him.
Yeah, and then we're gonna pay like 25 to 30 for him. That's
So
pretty
I'm
good.
about it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good business, and yeah, so moving back on track. Yeah. What else is there?
Oh yeah, Holland. Like, do you think is
Oh,
Holland this guy? Do you think he'll be? He's our pretty much our only number 9. I think. I mean, we have Martial, but like, do you think he's 20? He's 20 years old. Do you think he can actually have a good season in the Premier League, or are we gonna have a problem at striker this season?
I don't think we will, to be honest, because I looked at Hoyland's stats last season, and one thing he has to improve on his game is his ability to get up shots. But in fairness, he was in an Atlanta team with not many creators. But when he did his shot conversion rate last season, which is like when you shoot, you score, his shot conversion rate last season, he was in the top 5 in Syria. So, I do believe if you give him chances, he will score. And we have to be patient with him, very patient with him. And I've set my expectations at 15 goals in this season. I think it's reasonable.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why. I just feel a bit nervous just because I mean he's young. He's young. We're not getting like a. He's only 20 years old, right? So we're
Yeah.
not getting like a. Yeah, we're not getting like a veteran type player, but I think it's okay. I think he'll develop eventually into a great striker. I
Yeah.
just don't know. My concerns just this season. I mean, we just signed him from Atalanta. I don't know if he's completely. I mean, he was class at Atalanta. Like you said, he didn't get like too much service there, and I think he'll get more here. But I don't know. I'm just concerned, with young strikers, and then being the number 9 of Manchester United here, he's gonna be the starter, I believe. So that should,
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a good
But
player.
yeah, he's a good player. But I think with Ten Hag, yeah, I think in his perspective, he don't. I think he wanted two strikers this summer. He wants experienced striker and a young striker. The young striker was Hoyland, and the experienced striker was Kane. So when the Glazers told Ten Hag that we don't have the funds for an experienced striker, he went for Hoyland instead of another experienced striker because he believes that out of all the strikers available on the market, Hoyland has the highest ceiling. And I just believe that, I mean, look at what he's done with Rashford, Shaw, Dalot, so many other players. I just think his development of players is incredible to see. And I would
Yeah,
just trust him on this.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I trust Ten Hag with this. I definitely do. Yeah. But I still think we need to get in like a older striker. Kane would have been perfect if we got the Qatar bid, but um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There's not many options out there like yeah, Kane would have been perfect, but it is
He
what
would
it
have.
is.
Yeah. Also, on another transfer I could go through, very minor, but like it's still kind of interesting. So I'm not sure if you've heard about this, but there's a goalkeeper in who plays for FC Urudawai, I believe, in Japan. His name is Zion Suzuki. He is Japanese, but he's actually from America, so he's half from America, half from Japan. Um,
Oh
and
yeah,
we've been rumored to sign him for around 5 to 10 million as a backup keeper. He's only around 19 years old. I really like the look of this deal. I mean, what do you think?
yeah, I like this too. I thought we already signed him, but I guess we didn't yet. But yeah, I think we'll get this deal done.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
it's 5 million.
Oh yeah, 5 million. Yeah, so yeah, I think this is a good deal. I mean, I don't know much about the player, but I mean he's a young up and coming player, and when we sign players like that, I always get hyped because he could eventually be pretty good. Um, and hopefully we can see him on the team. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, honest. I mean, and I mean, looking at Onana, I started looking at Zion Suzuki as well. I think I just think it'll be great. It'll be like because I think we've then completely gotten our goalkeeper situation sorted for like the next however many years. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just think it'll be really great for us.
Yeah,
Um,
Onana's really young too, so
yeah, I mean, yeah,
27.
it's really young.
At least
Uh,
like we'll get like maybe 8 to 10 years of Onana.
Yeah, and it's like the Asian market is very very smart to target because I mean like if people from Japan just see that a player has gone to Manchester United, automatically like more than like a lot of people from Japan become United fans automatically.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I've seen this in the NBA. There's like a Japanese player in the NBA, and like the whole of Japan supports the one team because that one Japanese player's on that team. So if Man United gets a Japanese player, then boom, you have a whole
I
whole
mean,
like, that's
I
really
mean,
good marketing.
yeah, I mean, we've seen it with Season Park. We've also seen it with Son. It happens a lot.
Yeah, the whole of Korea supports Tottenham basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I think I mean what else is there? Um, so talking a bit about the sale as well. Ben Jacobs, has given an update on the sale that Glazers will sell. However, however this process, I'm not sure when this will go through. It's just like it's honestly like a transfer deal with the Glazers, like how it was with Pogba, Bruno. It's just like squeezing the time to just get to just get the best deal possible.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I hope this happens soon. We've been waiting like a month, like 2 months. So yeah, it's about time. I don't know. I've been like this Qatar bit has gone completely quiet this past month. So yeah, I don't know. I think by the time the season starts, yeah, we'll still be under the Glazers. It might take a little while. We have to be ready for that, I guess.
We do, and yeah, um, I think I think that's about it, to be honest, for United news, because not much else. I think um, oh no, yeah, I've also been seeing that some people have been going after Casemiro and Varane, because they've said Casemiro doesn't suit the way we're playing, and I mean that's just
What?
absolute nonsense.
I mean, yeah, he was like our one of our best players last year.
He was
So
my player of the season.
yeah, I think you could say was our best player last season. I don't, and he's a leader too. And you could have argued he got the captaincy, but I
Yeah.
mean, I don't know why people would yeah, I think he definitely suits our play. I mean, under Ten Hag, he was great. So
And I mean, I just think it's British bias.
yeah, I think they probably wanted like Rice or something.
Oh yeah, probably yeah, Rice
Uh,
probably.
Probably wanted to
And
pay like 200 mil for Rice because that English tax.
I mean, yeah, it's just ridiculous. And I was gonna say something. And well, yeah, and wait. Also, who do you think would be a vice captain now? Because Bruno got a captaincy.
Vice captain, I think Casemiro. I think he
Yeah.
suits that. But Rashford. I don't know. I'd say Casemiro.
Yeah, I'd say Casemiro. And the one thing I loved about Maguire being named as captain, when I looked at the options for players being captain, they were very strong. I thought there was Shaw, Varane, Casemiro, Bruno, even Rashford to some extent, even Onana, Lissandro. I mean, you've got like 7 or 8 players there who are capable of captaining United. I think that's a very big positive.
That's good. Yeah, when you have leaders in your team, that's a really good sign. So when you have a lot of captaincy options, I like teams like that always go far. So yeah, I'm happy we have a lot of options there.
Yeah, and I think for the first time we've like appointed a captain who I think will be our captain for the next like 5 years and like proudly be a captain because like I mean when you look at our previous captains, I mean we only gave captaincy to players who were experienced like Young, Valencia, Carrick, Rooney, even Smalling at one point. And I like some of these players, but they weren't proper leaders. We just gave them the captaincy for experience. But now I think with Bruno, it's being given to him because he's an actual leader.
Yeah, I think yeah, Bruno's an actual leader, and he loves the club. Like he supports all his teammates. When like yeah, like when a young player I forget who got subbed off, but like the other day somebody got subbed off early in the game, and then like he counseled them, talked to them. So like he loves the club, he loves his teammates too. So I think he's perfect for the captain. He like everybody in the squad looks up to him. The young players
Yeah,
especially look up to him.
and and
Yeah.
everyone always complains about how it's like moaning at the referee and doing like he complains a lot to the referee. Well, if my response would be, have you ever seen Roy Keane
Yeah.
in
I think that's
games? I
just
mean,
awkward. Yeah.
I mean, at least Bruno is like being like, at least he's not raising his voice. Roy Keane would straight up go Alexa volume 10 on the referees when he
For
played.
real, bro. Yeah, exactly. Like he'd like go hard on the ref, exactly. But I think what it shows about Bruno, like arguing with the ref, is just passion. Like he just wants to win. That's a good thing. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, sorry. And yeah, I think, yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, not anything much else. So, yeah, I think we'll end it off here. So our next game is against Lens on Saturday. From what I'm hearing, Hoyden could get the same treatment that Varane did against Leeds. Like before the game, there'll be like a whole ceremony of him walking and meeting the fans, walking and meeting the fans. And it's at Old Trafford as well, so it would work. So I mean, that'll be interesting to see. And then after that, of course, we've got the Wolves game, very important. It's at Old Trafford, I think a player should be fine in terms of fitness, and I just think it should be an easy one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think yeah, so wait, so wait, we open up against Leeds in the
No,
Premier
against
League.
Wolves.
Oh, against
Wolves,
Fulham. Okay, yeah.
yeah. And I think Wolves have a weekend as well right now because I mean, I haven't really seen them make any huge signings, and they just sold Ruben Neves. So
Yeah, I think we'll win that game hopefully, yeah. But yeah, we have a few preseason games, right? You said Leeds. We have
yeah, not Lens from France.
Lens. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we have one more lap. I don't know if we got against two, but I think it's at Old Trafford as well. So yeah, should be interesting to see. And yeah, actually, just to end off the show, we can just talk about. I mean, what are your thoughts? Because I mean, the preseason is almost over. So what do you think of preseason so far this year?
I mean, it's been okay. Like I think we lost the last three, Dortmund, Madrid, and Wrexham. But I mean, yeah, I wish we could have won those games. I mean, it's like it's just the preseason, but I mean, I've been happy. One really bright spot is that Mano guy. Like
Yeah,
I didn't
please.
realize how good he was in the academy, but like playing with the first team, I liked what
He
I
was a
saw.
man match contender against Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, against Arsenal, that was a really good game. That was our one of our first preseason games. That was a really good game. That was the
First,
brightest spot of this tour, I think.
yeah. He took Alisson spot to the third, and I think one, but unfortunately he's injured. I think for the first part of the season. Same with Ahmad. It's a bit disappointing because I think Mainu and Ahmad were the two players who I think we were expecting to break through this year. But I mean, let's see what happens. Maybe they can break through later on.
Yeah.
And actually, I just saw this on I got this idea from an Instagram page today. But what if we just make our predictions for like different awards? Like for example, first player of the season. Who do you think will be player of the season?
Oh, okay. So predictions. Player of the season. I think. I think Bruno's gonna be player of the season. I think Bruno is.
Yeah, I don't know why. I just have a feeling that Lissandro will.
Lissandro. Yeah. We could. That could happen. Yeah. I think. I mean, he's young. He's gonna only get better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
And who do you think will be our top scorer?
Top scorer. I'll go. Potentially, I'll go Rashford. I think Rashford's gonna be top scorer. Um. Yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
Hodgland is gonna be just yet. But yeah.
yeah, I agree with you there. Top assistant.
Top assister. I think Sancho's gonna do it. I think he's gonna come back this season, and I think he's gonna actually prove everybody wrong this year. I think this is Sancho's year. Like we saw Rashford last year, everyone was hating on him. I think we're gonna see something similar. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like we are because Ten Hag revives players. So
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure there's nothing we'd love to see more, but let's see what happens. I would go for Bruno.
Bruno, I could see that. Yeah,
Yeah. And who do you think will be young player of the season?
young player of the season. Let's see. Wait, who are the options? We have like just Hodgland counts, right?
I think yeah, he does.
Yeah, because under 23. I guess I could see him winning it, but um, yeah, I don't think Mano will get too many chances in the team
Mm.
just yet. How old is Lissandro? He's like 23, so I don't think.
24, 25, I think.
Yeah, I guess Hodgland will win.
I think you forgot someone there, Garnacho.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Oh, I forgot about Garnacho. Yeah. I forgot about my boy. Yeah. I think he's gonna have a big year. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Yeah, I think he'll. Yeah, I think he'll be young player of the year. Yeah, I was like, I was just blanking on the options. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, I agree with that. Garnacho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Garnacho. And I think, who do you think will be a surprise of the season?
Surprise of the season. A player that everyone's looking at, and like not expecting high. I don't know. I feel like it could be Wan Bissaka or Delo. I don't know. I think Wan
I,
Bissaka.
I was gonna say Wan-Bissaka, yeah.
Wan Bissaka. Yeah, I think it's gonna be Wan Bissaka. I think he had an okay preseason, but I still think there's a good player in him. Like
Yeah.
remember before
I,
lockdown, he was good. Even last year, he was pretty good. So
I mean, defensively, he's one of the best in the world in terms of defensively. So, and Ten
yeah,
Hag has shown that he can develop players, of course. So I do think he can develop Wan-Bissaka's offensive ability as well.
yeah. I think he got better offensively too. So I think Wan Bissaka is mine.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just so crazy, isn't it? Like with Rashford and Wan-Bissaka, like these are players who we're nominating for, who we're predicting will win awards for United. And like a year ago, like most of the fan base wanted them both gone.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's good what Ten Hag has done so far. Yeah, I'm excited for his second season in. I think with Ten Hag, we just have to give him time. We have to give him, a few seasons and see what happens. Because I think we have the right manager here for sure.
Yeah, I completely agree. And yeah, I think we'll end it off here. So I mean, yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, turn on post notifications to be notified when we upload the next video. I think the next video we could do could be maybe a match reaction to the Lens game, or maybe. But let me know, have to see our schedule for that. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.